And my desk is a mess. I don't think we're even supposed to have these incandescent bulbs anymore. It's going in the trash anyway. So I'm down here in my CB room today. I've been home about an hour or so. I just decided to see if there was anything going on my CB radio today. Doesn't sound like there is. Not really a whole lot going on. Maybe some truckers will speak up in a minute or something. Not really sure. I don't need that anymore. Multi-purpose cart table. Don't need that. All right. Waiting for some people to come in. What's happening? Nothing happening so far. Guys keeping up with the world. What's going on? What's happening, viewer? How we doing today? So I'm down here in my CB room. Just thought I'd do a video and see what was happening today. See what people have to talk about or anything like that. Ain't a whole lot going on the radio today. Just waiting for somebody to key up and say something. I guess the conditions aren't right today. I don't know. I usually do videos a little earlier. And usually I'm driving when I do videos, but today I'm not. I'm already home. I know it's not really good etiquette to be eating while shooting a live video, but I haven't had my afternoon snack yet. And it's my video and I can do whatever I want. How's that? I don't know. You guys try these? These are really good. And they're crunchy. Usually when I eat cinnamon, it gives me heartburn. There's just like a hint of cinnamon in these things. Belvitas and 4 breakfast biscuits. they're not biscuits, they're cookies. Trust me, they're good. Where I'm chasing it with this Ghost. Yeah, get these on special at Costco. They're pretty good. This is a cherry lemonade. Not sure if you can see that or not. What? Hi, Ashley. Them energy drinks are going to be the death of you. Nope, not these. These are actually organic and they have some good shit in them. They don't have that cyana or whatever it is, that vitamin B3 shit that this has. Well, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that word, but it's got natural and artificial flavors. It's got natural caffeine. It's supposed to be good for brain focus. It's got 0 sugars, 0 artificial colors. Yeah, I know. She drinks too many of those things during the day, don't she? These are really good, by the way. These they're Belvitas crunchy cookies. And I was saying a few minutes ago, I know it's not good etiquette to eat while I'm on video, but it's my video, and I can do what I want. Wow. I'm gonna chase it with Ghost. So what's everybody up to today? Seems like every time I get on here, I do all the talking. Yeah. Got my CB radio going over here in the corner. I thought the conditions would be good today. It looks like it's just a bunch of scratch though today. Hey, Ashley, did you check out any of my videos I posted this weekend? And I'm talking directly to you. Or are you gone already? Not yet. Why not? I can't get views and stuff unless you look at my videos. I posted some really good videos this weekend. I went to the football game of the XFL. This team, the Battlehawks, right here. Yeah, they were giving out rally towels. They were giving out this one this week. Battlehawks, XFL. Too bad. So sad. They only give them out to 10,000 fans. And then you got this one. Full Battle Rattle. That's from the very first game of the season. I got season tickets again this year. They're relatively inexpensive. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, we have the XFL and the USFL combined is a league now called the UFL. And we have the St. Louis Battlehawks. That's our team. Contagious. What's contagious? Oh. Okay. So she retracted her statement. Well, all right. Anyway. They give out these rally towels at the games. And it's limited to 10,000 usually. Or something like that. So there's usually about 30 or 40,000 people at these football games. Congratulations. Thank you. For what? Being one of the first 10,000 to get myself a towel? Is that what you're saying? Huh? Sports Loving family. Yeah, we got the Evansville Thunderbolts. Every once in a while we go up to Evansville. You want a towel but face? Oh, you want a towel but face? Okay. Well, that's not really nice to call your dad things on the video live, but okay, I'll take it. Anyway, every once in a while we go on trips for hockey games. We go to Evansville. We go to Peoria. Been over to Independence, Missouri. Yeah, I know you love me. And we also go to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Of course, it's been quite a while since I've been to Tulsa. Usually, when we go to Tulsa, Oklahoma, we go to see a team called the Oilers play. They played here back in 2013. We had a local hockey team other than the St. Louis Blues called St. Charles Chill, which are just across the river from where I'm at. And the Tulsa Oilers came here to play. So with them came some of their fans. And I actually made friends with some of the fans of that team. So when we go to Tulsa, we go to visit them and we all sit together at their arena down here in Tulsa. I mean, down there. I'm not there right now. I'm actually in my CB room. Damn cookie got caught in my throat. Anyway, so we go down there. Sometimes we go down for the day and go to the game and then drive home at night. But it's a 6-hour drive from Tulsa to where I'm at. Had to refresh your page. Now it says you have 8 watchers. I got 1 watcher, and that's you. Yeah. They come and go. It's all right though. I just wish that when people would come in, they would at least like my video or something, or subscribe. I mean, that would be nice. Of course, I don't really count on that though, because I don't count on that because I don't get monetized or anything for what the videos I do, and I just broke 500 subscribers, so it's getting better. The views are getting better, and I just wish I could get more people to like it, but if they don't, that's fine too. It only takes a second to hit that thing. There you go. See, there's a like. Yep. But anyways, I was saying, so when I go down to Tulsa, Oklahoma to see hockey games, usually I drive down during the day and try to do it on the weekend, where I got plenty of time. So I'll drive 6 hours to get to Tulsa, Oklahoma, and we'll have something to eat, and then we'll go to the hockey game, and then we'll either go get something to eat afterwards, or on the drive home, which is 6 more hours back home, we'll stop and get something to eat. When I go to Evansville is only about 3 hours away, 2 hours and 40 minutes, something like that, so it's not too bad. That trip's a little easier than the Tulsa trip, but Tulsa's really cool though. It's there's a lot of flat land between here and there, and a lot of desolate areas. But once you get into Tulsa, because a lot of that place down there is like the Indian reserves. There's a lot of Indian reserves in that area, right across the Tulsa, the Oklahoma state line. There's a lot of Indian reserve and things like that. And it's funny that they actually have signs that They actually have signs that tell you that to watch out for smoke on the road. I guess because they have a lot of brush fires and stuff down in that area. I'm not really sure what that's all about, but it's a really cool trip anyway. And like I say, it takes like 6 hours to get there, but like right at the
I'm
state line.
not quite sure how to help you with that.
Oh, shut up. I'm not talking to you, Alexa. Alexa, don't answer me. I'm not talking to you.
Thank you. Your feedback will help improve the experience.
Yeah, well, just shut up for now. How about that? Anyway. Oh, you type fast. Oh, that was a typo. Okay. Anyway, right at the state line, they have a toll road, and we were going down. One time, I was going to an Iron Maiden concert down there in Tulsa a few years ago, and I blew the toll road, which usually they have people, police at the. You love Alexa. Yeah, I hear you. Sorry, I haven't had my afternoon snack. But anyway, they would normally come and get you, like the police there. Get me and Alexa for one day for birthday or Christmas. I don't know. Depends on if you're good or not. You've been a bad girl. I don't know what I'm going to get you on or not. We'll see. I don't know. You don't have one already? Don't talk with my mouth full. Don't tell me what to do when I have my mouth full. How about that? In case you guys are wondering, Ashley's my daughter, so she's just busting my chops. I understand. Anyway, yeah, you'll be good. You better be good. So anyway, I got 4 viewers. How about that? So I was talking about trips to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Anyway, so I blew the toll road when I was going to see Iron Maiden down there, and I felt bad about it. And I didn't want them to mail me a ticket, so I called the State Highway Patrol in Tulsa and asked them, what would I need to do to keep them from mailing me a ticket, and they said, well, if you'll pay it when you come back through, we'll write down your license number, research it and everything, and that'll stop it. So all I had to do when I went back through was just to pay the toll going into Tulsa or into Oklahoma, and then pay the toll coming out of Oklahoma. Altogether, it was like $6 and some change, so it weren't too bad. But there's another place along the interstate that's really cool. Well, it's not really an interstate, it's a highway. It's got a McDonald's. It's like a building that goes over the road. I guess it used to be like an old train depot or something. And there's a McDonald's in it. So when you're going, it's like 4 lanes on either side, or 2 lanes on either side, or something like that. But anyway, so when you're going down that way, there are windows, and there are actually people sitting, and you'll drive under them, you know, as you're going down the highway. It's like the coolest, most inventive thing I've ever seen on the highway. There's a McDonald's restaurant built over the highway. Who thunk of that idea, right? But anyway, so sometimes I'll drive down there 6 hours, you know, watch the hockey game, go get some. Can you call me when you get done on your lab today? I don't know. I got other things to do today. It rained last night. I got to go clean up some water out of my basement. Yes, my basement window. You know, I got brand new windows and my basement still leaks. I need to go out. I got window wells where the water, there's like window wells. I don't know if anybody has ever had a basement before, but the ground is actually higher than the windows, the top of the window. So I've got a concrete blocks that are built up, and they're probably about 2 or 3 inches below, you know, like the top of my windows in my basement. And when it rains really hard, the window well, it fills up, and then water spills over, you know, underneath of the window frame into my house. So I got to go out there and dig. But today it rained, and I got a little bit of water I'm gonna have to clean up here in a little while or something. I'll just put the dehumidifier on it and put some towels on it, dry it up like I usually do. It doesn't take too long, especially with that dehumidifier when it runs. But anyway, like I was saying, so we'll go down. We'll usually meet at like, I don't know, Bob Evans or something. We'll have dinner, and we'll go out to the hockey game, and then I'll drive 6 hours home. So we generally get home about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning when we make that trip, and we leave early, like early morning, to get there, you know, so that we have plenty of time to, you know, get there and eat, and then we'll go to the hockey game and all that good stuff. When we go to Evansville or Peoria, it's a little different because it's a lot closer. So we're able to leave a little later in the day. Like I said, it's only about a 2 hour and 45 minute, 3 hour drive, something like that. I guess depending on traffic. And you have to drive through stinky Illinois, yuck. But it's not so bad. Anyway, there's not a whole lot going on today. Kind of at a loss for words. I shot some videos this weekend and put them on my channel. One of my videos got like 1,300 views or something like that, which is pretty cool. It seems like the more off the wall stuff I post, the better the views are. You know, this time it was a sing along where everybody had their cell phone lights on the cameras. And they were singing, I don't know, I think it's a Weezer song or something. I don't remember the name of the damn song. I'm not real big and hip on like 90s music. I didn't really keep up with it that much. Plus, most of the stuff in the 90s, as far as musically, was done. There were a lot of one-hit wonders, and a lot of those bands that, you know, were in the 80s or in the 90s. Well, hello, Ella Johnson. How are you? Good to see you in there. But a lot of those 90s bands, you know, they were kind of, you know, like they would have like one good song, and then people would go buy their CDs. Now, they didn't have albums like we do, you know, in the 80s and the 70s, or records, as people call them records, people call them vinyl. and stuff, discs, stuff like that. But it's not the compact digital disc. It's like a black. It's like a black disc that comes out of a big piece of cardboard. If any of you ever seen a record before, I imagine there's probably quite a few people out there who have never seen a record and don't know what a record is and don't know how to play it or any of that stuff, because most of the people that watch YouTube these days are get some what? Come get some alien water. Well, I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, y'all. Somebody was texting. You just sent me a link on a text. Oh, okay, whatever that is. Anyway, so there was my stepson Jake was over the other day, and he brought his girlfriend with him, and I was showing her a record, and she said, you know, she asked me what it was, and I said, well, it's a record. Have you ever seen one? She said she'd heard of them, but she'd never actually seen one before. And I said, well, what's your favorite band? I'll play something from your favorite. I got a bunch of albums in there that I listen to. And she said she liked Tool, and I said, well, I don't have any Tool, not on record anyway. Oh no, it wasn't Tool. It was Korn. She wanted to hear some Korn. I said, well, I don't have any Korn. And so I was going through my records, and I found an Ozzy Osbourne album, and you're trying to help me. Well, yeah, but you didn't put the link on my page or my channel. You put it on a text message to me. Do you know how to do that? What link are you talking about? Anyway, so I put this thing on there and I start playing it. This girl's simply amazed because she can't figure out, I guess, how the sound gets from the record onto the speakers. And it's pretty wild. It's basically the same thing as like a CD player, only it's a needle instead of a laser. Yeah. Anyway, so then I pulled out a cassette tape. This is really funny. I pull out a cassette tape and I show it to her and I go, "Do you know what this is?" And she goes, "No, I've never seen one of those." I said, "That's what we call a cassette tape." Now you got to figure this girl's only like 20 years old, so I'm guessing her parents didn't really do a lot of like listening to music and stuff when they were younger. They would have some of this stuff laying around, and she had no idea what a cassette tape was. Yeah, you remember the cassette tapes. You remember the boxes that I used to have in my car too. Yeah, and you're 30. Well, that's in your time period though, Ashley. You know, she's only 20 years old. She doesn't know what the hell a cassette tape is. You know what I mean? Anyway, so she was really amazed, and I opened it up and I showed it to her. I said, "Look, it's just a little strip of, you know, this brown stuff, and it goes from one reel to the other, and this player plays it." So I put it in my tape deck, right? And she's simply amazed. And I pushed the play button, and you should have seen her face. It was like the coolest thing she probably had ever seen in her whole life. And I said, "You know what's really cool about this is I can buy these tapes that are blank, and I can record to them." I said, "I can record from tape to tape. I can record from my record player to a tape. I can record from my radio to a tape. I can record from my CD player to a tape." And it blew her mind. She couldn't figure it out. It's not like putting a CD, you know, in a computer and having a music file and then putting it on a CD. This is totally different. It converts it from CD to tape. It converts it from record player or a record to tape. It records from the receiver. If I've got a radio station on, I put that on tape. This girl was like blown away. She just didn't know what to think. Anyway, I don't know why I told you that story. I guess, you know, I'm just finding things to talk about that are really irrelevant at this point. It's what I like to call, let's see what we call that, useless information. Yeah, that's what it is. Useless information. Anyway. So, it's been pretty busy at work. I've still only been working 8 hours a day though. It's kind of a drag. I don't stay. I was working 10 hours a day from September of last year until like all through December, and then like first of the year things started going kind of lax on us. So I started just working 8 hours. But I'm hearing we're going to get really, really busy here pretty soon. So the 10-hour days will be back. Hopefully I won't be so burnt out by then that the 10 hours are going to really suck. But I do it by choice though. I like the money. I made like, I don't know, I made probably twice the money that I make on a regular work week. 40 hours a week. I work 56 hours a week. I make double the money of what I would. But of course, Uncle Sam and the tax man, they eat that shit up. So that's kind of a pain in the ass. But it's worth it though, to be able to pay my bills and shit. I got a cookie in my teeth. Could be worse. I could have hair, like a fucking mustache hair or something in my mouth, but I don't. Yeah. So, did you see your mom today, Ashley? I'll give her a second. Got some placards. What are those? Get some plaque. Yes, I did. Okay. All right. I was just wondering. A little birdie told me. Anyway, you know how that goes. So, see, I keep getting like 2 viewers, 1 viewer, 2 viewers, 1 viewer. I know the one that's hanging out. I know who that is. That's my baby girl. So what are plackers, Ashley? Are you talking about the toothpicks with the floss in them? Is that what you're talking about? I got some of those upstairs. I just don't bring them downstairs with me. Yep. Oh boy, 5 viewers. How about that? I wonder what I can talk about that will keep them interested. Anybody got any ideas? I can sure use some ideas about what people want to hear about. Just don't talk about religion and politics. I could care less about those things. Like I get five viewers and they all go away at the same time. Ain't that a trip? Wow. Yes, them. I've got some of those upstairs. Iron Maiden. Where do you see Iron Maiden at? That says Man Cave right there. Iron Maiden. I've got some Iron Maiden on vinyl, or records as people call it mostly. Yep, sure do. It's all in my other room though. I've got that Pine Room is still Pine Room. It's one of your favorite bands, is it not? Yes, it is. Iron Maiden is one of my favorite bands. I've been to see them quite a few times over the years. The first time I saw Iron Maiden was, let's see, that would have been 1984 or 85 on the World Slavery Tour. I don't remember exactly when it was, but it was cold out. I do remember that. And the seats that I had were way up in this nosebleed section opposite the stage. But I was looking straight on at the stage. I believe it was, let's see, who opened up for Iron Maiden that time? I want to say it was Twisted Sister, but I'm not sure that's correct. It may be. Anyway, God, who opened up for Iron Maiden? Maybe Twisted Sister opened up for Kiss. Maybe it was Crocus that opened up for Iron Maiden. I don't know. It's been so long ago. Twisted Sister is a wonderful band. Yeah, they're pretty good. At least they were back in the day. Of course, you know, two of their members, AJ Pero and yeah, Kiss, you love them too? I love Kiss. Well, I used to. Kiss went too commercialized, you know, and then they had their farewell tour. It was like, I don't know, it was like 2001 or something like that. Was their farewell tour, and they ended up doing like 5 or 6 more farewell tours after that. But I think this last, what was this? This last tour was called End of the Road or something like that. So Kiss is no longer around. But I'm sure that, you know, Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley both like the limelight too much to just stop. So I've got a feeling they'll do some individual stuff. As far as the other two, Eric Singer and whoever was supposed to play as Ace Frehley or whatever, I don't remember his name. It's because I quit following them. Like I said, they became too commercialized for me. No, that wasn't the Kiss band, baby. That was a tribute band called Strutter. As a matter of fact, let's see here. I've still got the poster somewhere from that concert. I sure do. Let me see if I can find it. It's right here. Hold on. I'll be right back. Well, I said I had it, but I'm not so sure I do anymore. I'm sure it's around here somewhere. I just don't know where it's at right now. I may have put it in with all my other music stuff. I lost the guitar pick that you gave me. No, you didn't lose the guitar pick. It's on that poster. I taped it to the poster, and it's around here somewhere. I'm just not sure where. It may be in the other room. As a matter of fact, I pulled that poster out not too awful long ago, and I thought about having it straightened because it got some wrinkles in it. And I thought about having it straightened and put in a frame. I got quite a few things that I put in frames over the years, you know, that were memorabilia and things like that. I've got a really cool anti-scene thing. Now that I think about it, where the hell is that poster? Now, see, you done started something. I'm going to have to look for that poster when I get done to make sure I still have it. I'm sure I do. It's around here somewhere. I don't think it's in here. Probably not. That was my desk drawer. Wow. Yeah, I've got it here somewhere. I just don't know where it's at right now. That's all right. So I got 2 viewers. I got 2 likes. And I've been on 33 minutes. But I've had probably 30 or 40 people come and go, which is pretty cool. Now I got 3 people watching. Cool. So 3 people, where are y'all from? What are you doing with your time today? See what I'm doing. Of course, it rained today, so there's really not a whole lot I can do outside. It's too wet. I've been meaning to go out to my building. I got a building that's got all my mechanical tools in it. Mechanized. That's the word I'm looking for. Mechanized toys. Put it on a straightening board and straighten it out. Yeah, I probably could do that, but I think if I take it to like Michael's or Hobby Lobby, they could probably use some kind of a heat. You already know what I did because of that little birdie. No, I have no idea what you did. I'll show you something neat. Oh, can't find it. Where the hell did it go? What does that say, Ashley? You know what that is, don't you? Went out to eat with Mom and then dropped her off and came back to Tommy's house pretty much. Good. Where'd you go to eat at? If you guys hockey fans, this is an autograph from T.J. Oshie when he played for the Blues. I handed him this stick and he signed it, handed it back to me. I used to be a season ticket holder with the St. Louis Blues hockey team, and they had these autograph sessions. And oh, you went to Wendy's? Junk food. I don't eat junk food anymore. I can't even tell you when the last time I went to like a McDonald's. I haven't been to McDonald's. I bet you I haven't been to McDonald's in probably 7 or 8 years, maybe even more than that. Last time I went to McDonald's, I had packed my lunch because I knew that the guys at work were going to be going to McDonald's that day because of where we were working. I packed a lunch. I didn't even bother. Anyway, do I ever miss fast food? Well, it depends. Well, yes and no. I mean, because I do, like when we go on vacation and stuff, I eat fast food. But I try to eat places that, that have good food. You know what I mean? Like grilled chicken, not fried chicken. Now during Lent, on Fridays, we're not supposed to eat meat. So I go to Arby's. We have a place here called Lion's Choice. Yes, healthy food. That's what I eat, healthy food. It doesn't have all that junk in it. I mean, I do still eat stuff that's got junk in it, but not as much as I used to. I have to take care of myself. I eat a lot of organic foods. But just because it says organic on the can doesn't mean it is. But, it's the whole illusion of the thing, I guess you could say. It's supposed to be good for you. I eat a lot of fresh vegetables. I eat a lot of fresh butchered meat. We go down to Rolla, Missouri. Sometimes I'm the only one who is communicating. Yeah, I know. It's all right. I think a lot of the people that are coming in are probably in Europe, maybe, this time of day. A lot of people like over in the UK are probably watching. I think this time of day I had a guy in here from, where did he say it was from? Yugoslavia or something like that. I don't know, Sweden or Switzerland maybe. I don't remember. Last week, he came in and I was really surprised that I was getting that far out. I mean, I'm not really surprised that, when people from really far away show up, it's kind of cool that, those people stop in to check out my little old channel here. Especially when I'm rambling on about absolutely nothing because I have nothing to talk about. It's just cool to do this and see. You want that hockey stick? I don't know if TJ Oshie's even playing anymore, baby. I think he retired, to be honest with you. When you get off the live feed, go look at hockeydb.com. That's hockeydatabase.com. And then type in TJ Oshie, and it'll tell you whether he's playing or not. I can't do it right now because I'm on my phone doing this video. But hockeydb.com, that's hockey database, and it gives you all the stats and all the teams and things like that people play for. It's a pretty cool website. Anyway, I got 3 viewers and only 2 likes. Hey, how about hitting that like button, y'all? And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do that as well. It only takes a second, and it's only a button push. See, I even mentioned that shit and people take off. It's really weird how that works, but it does. Anyway, I'm going to go put this back. I'll be right back. got more hockey junk than I need. I got more junk, period, than I need. He plays for the Washington Capitals now, and he's not retired. Okay. I thought he had. You know, the Capitals are in the playoffs, or in the Stanley Cup playoffs this year. The Blues made it in as a wild card. They're playing let's see, what is their names? The Jets. Anyway, send some of that hockey stuff. Yeah, I bet you want my hockey stuff. So they're playing the Jets, and I can't remember the first name of the Jets. As much as I know hockey and everything, just the name escapes me right now. So the Jets were up 2-0, and they played in their hometown. And now they've played 2 games here, and we won 2 games. So it's the best of series of 7. So the Blues they've tied it up 2-2 anyway. Hey, Ashley, check this out. Remember that car? That's a Camaro Z28 I used to drive. That was a beautiful car. Damn Skippy. Yep, she remembers. Anyway, so Wednesday night we're playing again. The Blues are playing the Jets. They're the best team. They took the wild card team and put them against the best team. So hopefully, if we can eliminate them, it ought to be pretty much smooth sailing. We're like on our second win now, or at least the Blues are anyway, on their second win. Yep. We're going to see something really neat. I'll show you something really neat. If you guys will just hang on there just for 1 minute. I picked something up this weekend I'm going to show you. I'll be right back. All right, you ready? This is the helmet of the St. Louis Battlehawks. That's what it looks like. Isn't that cool? I picked this up this weekend at the game for the UFL, United Football League. I just thought that was really cool. Anyway, they had one for some of the USFL teams, but they finally released this one. The thing is you can only get this one at the game. I tried to find it on the UFL website, and they don't carry it. And see, I'm a season ticket holder, so I got a discount on this thing. The regular price was $34.99. I got it for like $26. I get 22% or something like that off. So that was pretty neat. I jumped right on it. I saw one, I had to have it. I'm kind of like that when it comes to sports stuff. You know, you see it and you got to have it, that kind of thing. Yep. Anyway. All right, well, I've been on 43 minutes. Wow. Doesn't seem like it's been that long. I'm going to have to get off here soon, though. I'm getting hungry. I had a snack, but that doesn't tide me up. I'm going to eat dinner, I think, probably at 5. What time is it? It's 4:51, so I'm going to go get some dinner about 5 o'clock or so. I'll let a few more people come in here and say hello and then take off. And I wish people would like my videos and comment a little more. That would really help me out. I had a pretty good run the other day. What was that, a Thursday or a Wednesday, I think? I had a bunch of people talking to me about stuff. You know, people that were interested, which was really cool. But you have a lot of people this time of day that are probably sitting in traffic or something, like on the roads, and they're thumbing through their YouTube account, and they see me and they go, oh, well, this guy looks interesting, and then they listen to me for a minute, and then I'm really boring, and then they take off. Yay. So Ashley says she wanted to discuss Iron Maiden. So one of the coolest things I've ever done in my whole life, when my mom passed away, she left me a bunch of money, and I never had been out of the country before. So I thought, well, you know what? I want to go see Iron Maiden, but I don't want to see them in the U.S. I want to see Iron Maiden play in the U.K., which is where they're from. So I got to looking at tickets on Ticketmaster for Iron Maiden over in Europe, and I found there was like Helsinki they were playing somewhere in Scotland, but I was wanting to go to the Dublin, Ireland show. You still have the Packers helmet that was signed by that guy. Reggie White? No, I sold that. Oh, wait a minute. I got the big one up there. I got the big one. I sure do. Hold on a second. Yep. I still got... Oh, you can't... Oh, I got to turn it around. I still got this one right here. This one was signed by Amon Green. I don't know if you can see it right there on top. Amon Green. He was the leading rusher for the Green Bay Packers. And this is an actual game-worn helmet, which is really cool. I've had this thing in this case for quite a few years now. It hasn't even had air on it probably in 10 or 12 years since I bought this house. Well, that's probably one of my most prized possessions. The funny thing is that I don't even watch the NFL anymore. I don't know. They started with all that woke craziness, so I don't even watch the NFL anymore. I watch the XFL or UFL now. Yep. That's the St. Louis Battlehawks. If some of you may not know who they are, some of you may. We have an XFL team. A few years ago, the XFL made a comeback in 2020, and there were 8 teams. And back then they had that whole big bad virus thing going on, so they ended the season early. And they didn't even start talking about it again until like 22. So we had a 22-23 season, a 23-24 season, and now we're in the 24-25 season. And the USFL and the XFL combined. So what they did is they took 5 teams from the XFL and 3 teams from the USFL. And they made one big team, one big league with 8 teams called the UFL. So they had to have divisions. So what they did is they took one of the XFL teams and made them a USFL team. David fought to get that signed by him and played. Yeah, I know. But you know what, Ashley? I needed the money. What can I say? I got a pretty good price for it. Somebody's got a treasure. I'm gonna try and get Hakeem Butler to sign this one. Hakeem Butler is the wide receiver and probably the best player on our team. I'm gonna try and get him to sign that helmet for me eventually, if I can ever catch him. But I've got XFL footballs and things like that too. And anyway, so what they did is they took one of the XFL teams and they moved them over to the USFL division, so that it would be even 4 teams and 4 teams, and then they play each team twice. The championship, the XFL, UFL, USFL champion. Yeah, I know it was. The championship game is being played here in St. Louis. And I got front row seats in the end zone. So when they show an end zone shot of the, either to the back of the Battlehawks or to the front of the Battlehawks, you'll more than likely see me on TV. That's really cool. I mean, if they put the camera on me, you know, I'm going to be up there, wee, yay, stuff like that, you know. But I'm going to have a good time. And that's June the 14th. So set your calendars and everything, and your watches and everything, and remind yourself, June the 14th, XFL, UFL, USFL championship game. I will be on TV one way or the other. Yep. All right, 3 more minutes. I'm gonna give it 3 more minutes, and then I gotta go because I've been on here 50 minutes. Oh wait, did you? Dirty Birds. Falcons. The who? Atlanta Falcons. Ugh. Kind of wanted it, even though I didn't watch football. Yeah. Football's it's an exciting sport. Not as exciting as hockey, but it's pretty exciting. I enjoy it. It's a lot different though watching football on TV than it is actually being there. You know, like when you're in a crowd of 30,000 people and everybody's screaming and you got to hold your ears because the noise is so bad. You actually feel the excitement in the building, and that's a pretty good thing. It's really cool, and that's the reason they're having the championship game here again this year. Well, number one is because we got a new turf in our building. It's called the Dome. Let's see, the Dome at America Center is the building we play in. The turf was in really bad shape a couple years ago, but this past off season, they put new turf in, so it's really freaking nice. Really green. If you look at some of my short videos, yeah, I don't wear earplugs. I've never worn earplugs, and I'm not going to start now. Plus, you know, I've been to so many concerts and loud ass Bob Marley music that, you know, earplugs, they don't really help anyway. Anyway, so it's going to be really cool, you know. Uh-oh, Ashley dumped out. Wonder where she went. Yep, 2 viewers and 2 likes. How about that? Yep. All right, well, it's 5 o'clock, y'all. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. I'm going to go. I got another video to watch. My buddy Jeff Clayton's going to be on in a few minutes on Facebook. He does what he calls, what does he call it? I can't even think now, to be honest with you. Yeah, I know you're still there. Anyway, I'm going to run. You guys take it easy. I've been on here 53 minutes, and I've only been talking to one person because nobody will take the time to ask questions or comment or any of that, or even like. I think I'm just going to get a shirt and wear it and sit here and it says, like my video and subscribe to my channel. That's what I'm going to do. All right, guys, y'all take it easy. We'll talk to you another time. Till then, everybody, peace. Later.